What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be about not judging people based on how they dress. I'm talking about if you see somebody walking down the street and they're wearing baggy pants and a hoodie, don't always assume that their pronoun set is going to be, you know, his, him, her, and all that other stuff. Now, we live in a world where there's not just two genders. There are many genders. You could be gender fluid, you could be non-binary, you could be whatever. So just because somebody looks like they are a guy or looks like they're a girl doesn't mean that that's the pronoun set that they follow. For instance, I went to school with a kid who's trans, non-binary, and they don't go by any normal set of pronouns. For people who do go by weird pronouns, like anything besides they, them, their, she, he, those pronouns, just if you don't go by those set of pronouns, if somebody comes up to you and says they, you know, and that's not your pronoun set, don't be an ass about it. Just, you know, explain, because the normal pronoun sets are they, them, and he, him, and she, her. That's what a lot of people who are our age know. They know those three sets. So if your set is not one of those three, just calmly say, no, my pronouns are. So if you don't know somebody's pronoun set, I do it all the time because I am trans. And I don't want to be that trans person who doesn't, you know, follow the code. Like, for older people who come in, I obviously, a lot, especially around here in such a small town, I know that their pronoun sets are going to be, for a girl, it's going to be ma'am or she, her, and for a guy, it's going to be sir or he, him. Just because it is such a small town, there's not a lot of diversity, and especially older generations, they don't know about all this kind of stuff anyway. So some older people do, like my grandmother knows, and she's fine with it, but some people don't. Like my grandpa, I don't tell my grandpa jack shit because he's an asshole about stuff. I just respect it and I say ma'am or sir. That's how they grew up, and that's just how I talk to the older generation. But when somebody comes in who's kind of young, I just say bud or hey, how you doing? If I don't know, because it's not my place to put a pronoun set on someone, because I don't want somebody putting a pronoun set on me. My pronouns are what I want them to be, not what everybody else wants them to be. For all you cisgender people out there who may not know what pronoun set to use, if you don't know, just say they, say them. If you don't know, that's easy, because they'll correct you, or they'll leave it alone. And then for my trans friends out there, if somebody does mess up your pronoun sets, please do not freak out on them. One, they may not have anybody or know anybody who's trans. You can't assume that everybody is going to know. Yes, people should accept you and follow your pronoun sets, but we live in a world where you don't always get what you want. And I don't want to be working where I'm working because I just don't want to be working retail anymore. But that's what I have to do. For people who don't know what pronouns they want to go by, there is an easy way to determine which pronouns fit you best. Have a good friend, a friend you know who you can trust. Lay out a couple of pronoun terms, like write a couple of sentences using a pronoun. Like, if I was going to talk to somebody about my friend Caleb, I would say they went to the store, they ate ice cream with me, they went to Walmart with me, them over there, things like that. And if that pronoun set fits you, then there's your pronouns. If it doesn't, use some other ones. Try it out. But do it with somebody who you know is going to understand where you're coming from and why you're trying to see which pronouns fit you. Because just because you're trans, F to M, doesn't mean that he, him pronouns are always going to fit with you. And just because you're straight, cis, doesn't mean whatever gender you were assigned at birth doesn't mean those pronouns are going to fit with you. So that's the easiest way. Other than that, that's all I have to say. We'll have another video out next Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday is going to be the guidelines for when these videos come out. If you guys have any suggestions on something you want me to do a video on, even if I don't know about it, just shoot me a message and I'll research it and I'll give you my best definition of what I think on that certain topic. And I'll give you a shout out in the video. So just make sure that you let me know it's okay to give you a shout out. Alright, so that's it for this video. Bye guys.